Hello, I'm Leanne,
And I'm Kathy.
and this is our podcast, Welcome to Hinton. We're sisters who were born and raised right here in Hinton, West Virginia. And although our town is small in size, we're big in heart.
Hinton has some great stories to tell, from local legends and histories to the future of our great mountain state.
And with Hinton being situated at the southern gateway of the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve, we're surrounded by natural beauty that you have to see to believe.
Join us on our show as we celebrate all things Hinton and have a lot of fun along the way. We love to talk, we love to laugh, and we love finding humor in small and unexpected places.
Welcome to Hinton. Two sisters,
One camera,
zero filter. Kathy and I own and operate a business in Hinton called Hinton Outfitters.
Mhm.
And we started this business in 2022 with no
did.
brick or mortar space.
Oh, no brick or mortar space, no
Mm-mm.
retail bags,
Nothing.
no concept of how to
Mm-mm.
create a register.
No. No idea.
Those are details.
We were pop-up at different businesses or events. Up until the next year, we do have a brick and mortar space. But the path that led up to that is really quite interesting.
Weird and wacky.
Weird and wacky. We didn't go to business school. No clue.
No, I'm an English major, so
I'm
I
in
knew
healthcare.
nothing. Right. Great background.
So we thought it would be really great to just open a business and not even
Jump right
Google
in.
it.
No.
We didn't even Google how to
No.
start a business. We knew nothing. So we thought it would be.
You'd think that would have come up, but I know we
Google
didn't.
everything else.
I know. No, we definitely didn't.
That may have been helpful.
Yeah.
But we thought it would be fun to just kind of explore how we got to where we are now. And so the title of this first episode of Welcome to Hinton is How Not to Start a Business.
Don't try this at home. Okay. So if you want to know how not to start a business, I think the number one most important thing is to pick a name that is really confusing to people so they don't know what you sell or they think that you sell something completely different than what you really do.
Yeah,
right?
and that's what we did.
Start off?
That's
We
what we
sure
did.
See, I love the business Urban Outfitters.
Mhm.
They have cool stuff.
Cool.
They have funny stuff
Fun.
with this urban vibe. So I said, well, we'll do the same thing. We'll have cool stuff with a Hinton vibe. We'll have funny stuff with a Hinton vibe. So Urban Outfitters, Hinton Outfitters made perfect sense in my head. And then the day that we got a phone hooked up in the store, our first call was from somebody wanting to rent a kayak. So that was,
we couldn't help them.
Did we realize then, okay, maybe it's a problem, or did it take the next call? Remember that one?
That call, the gentleman was asking if we sold bear spray.
Right.
And
I didn't even know there was bear spray.
yeah. And then we really started thinking, maybe we should have thought about our name a little bit more.
Right.
And then another instance was
right. Not one, but two calls asking if we sell hunting licenses. So I think by that time we were like, okay, we probably should have put some more thought into the name. But here we are. We're in too deep.
Here we are.
But the outcome is I think most people have, associated the name with what we do now. But if you want to, do it backwards like we did, just
Go for
pick
it.
something nobody understands.
Yes.
So the second thing on our list is when you're trying to think of products to sell, things that the public wants and is excited about and will actually give you money for.
Right.
Don't ask people what they want to spend their money on.
Don't do any research.
That takes a lot of valuable time. Instead, you could do what we did and sit around and drink coffee and say, you know what would be cool? A travel poster of Hinton. And then pay a lot of money to an artist to make one where you have almost no chance of recouping your investment.
Right.
And then roll with that. Would you
Right.
say that's a good way to go?
That's
what we did.
That's what we did. Kathy, though, was very instrumental in finding the artist for our first product. Tell them how that.
Well, because I don't like to brag. I'm kind of a fun gal, and I'm part of a lot of online bird watching groups. So I'm cool. Whatever.
She's cool.
Stop it. That's not what this is about. But I'm in my bird group and I meet a cool guy named Lynn
Yeah.
who does bird illustrations, like
Mhm.
scientific illustrations, talented artist. And so I asked him if he could look at some pictures of trains and make a poster for us. And he nailed it. We were
He
thrilled.
did. He did. He did his
And
research,
yeah.
researched the train depot, the C&O,
Hmm.
um, and just gave this travel poster the vibe we were looking
Right.
for, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Paid a lot of money out of our own pockets
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then printed up about 100 copies or so
Just a bunch of
and
them.
said, look at us. This is
We
business.
are living business.
Now, this one, if you want to think about the outcome here, this turned out all right because we're like all other Hintonians. We're proud of the railroad heritage,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
we don't think we get enough credit when it comes to products that feature us, in a really special way.
Hinton is special.
Hmm.
Everyone knows Hinton
Hmm.
special, and everyone responded to
Yeah.
this illustration very well.
Yeah.
And so I think we got
Yeah.
lucky by
Turned out to
accident.
have a wide audience because we have people who live here who have
Mhm.
been waiting for something that commemorates this. People who have moved from here who have the serious nostalgia vibes and are excited for any Hinton product. They're a big part of our customer base. And then visitors. You want to remember your trip to Hinton?
Yeah.
Get this cool travel poster.
So it worked out really well, but we would advise against
Do research.
yeah.
Again, Google it. Google's your friend.
Yes. Okay, so the third point in our how not to
Mhm.
start a business episode here is don't expand your product line.
Mm-mm. Do you have one thing?
Keep it.
Ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yes,
That
but
that applies to business, doesn't it? Isn't
it's
that universal?
I think that's like
We thought it
I think
was.
that's from the Wharton School of Business.
Yeah. It's
Um
it's engraved over the
it is.
door.
It's in stone. It's in a plaque. But we what we did was we commissioned this artist.
Mhm.
We bought several posters. We had nowhere to sell them. So the City National Bank here in Hinton has a business spotlight every month, and they were kind enough to let us set up our display.
Mhm.
We set up our posters just like this on a stand.
So proud. I think we put them in a nice little pyramid.
We did.
Mhm.
It was perfect. We had our business cards there, and Michelle, hi Michelle.
Shout out, girl. We love Michelle from the bank.
She said to us after looking at our table, she said, "Is this all you all got?"
She said it in the kindest way possible,
Well,
but she was clearly bewildered, and
she
that was
was,
not lost on
and
us.
you know what? That's a fair point. Thank you, Michelle,
Thanks, Michelle.
because
She Googled something.
she knew what it was about.
That was not even her job.
Yeah. And so at that moment, we're like, maybe we should
Mhm.
expand our products and think of the concept of repeat customers.
Repeat customer.
Yeah.
Let me see. If I understand this correctly, that would mean they buy something from you and they like that thing, so they come back again to buy something else.
A different thing.
But we don't have a different thing.
No, we had the same thing.
Bam. Repeat customer
Mm.
means more products.
So
Hey.
that was a lesson learned.
Mhm.
And
Opportunity for growth.
Mhm.
Yes, we also think we should have learned it before then, but in business, you take lessons as you get them.
That's exactly right.
So, another great tip if you want to know how not to start a
Mhm.
business, once you get that concept of repeat customer nailed down,
Which is
and
really kind of
yeah,
important.
that's kind of pivotal. A lot rides on it,
It does a
especially
lot.
when it comes to finances, right? A
Sales.
big part of business, by the way, but we digress. Pick for your next product something that would be attractive and interesting to maybe 30 or 40 of your friends,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
Because
sure they'll
before,
like this.
yeah, because before we were basing like the poster was just on you and I, two people.
Mhm.
We leveled up and we were like, okay, we can think of something about 30 or 40 people we know would like, and that's the elementary school t shirts. This was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I have always wanted to do Summers County
She has.
elementary school t-shirts years, long before we even talked about a business.
Years ago.
So we made the designs, which went pretty quickly, actually. Like we hammered these out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Had them on shirts.
you were awesome.
And bam, out the door. So we took them to the bank, right?
Yeah, we took them to the
And we
bank.
had maybe 5 to 8 shirts of each school because we
Right.
didn't know what was gonna sell, what wouldn't. And we didn't advertise. Again.
Yes. I mean, of course, we did no market research. We
Right,
didn't
right.
advertise. We just put them in there.
So let's
But
put them at the bank.
much to our surprise,
Mhm.
and not really because they are fun, but it caught on.
Yeah.
It really, and then we started taking orders.
We got phone calls, we got Facebook messages, we got texts, and we were like, well, okay, we've got to take every single order. We've got to get these to people. And it
Right.
wasn't even so much, I mean, there was no financial motivation. In fact, I don't even remember us having a conversation about money
Mm-mm.
at any point until
No.
much, much later.
No,
But
and that's
it
an
was,
important part of business.
it is real linchpin in there. We really wanted to get these shirts to people because
Right.
we knew how much they meant to people.
Right.
And as corny as it sounds, I mean, it was never like, we got to sell, sell, sell. It was really, we got to make these people happy.
It
We
was.
got a
Mhm.
text, from somebody in California who went to Pipestem Elementary School, and they are like truly psyched that
To
this
have a Run
shirt
Runner shirt.
exists.
Mhm.
So we didn't say no to anybody.
We
Right?
didn't. We didn't. And with all the technology that's out there,
It would have
we're
been a good time. Yeah.
handwriting orders
Would
and
have been a
double
good time to
checking.
know how to use Excel. But we didn't use
No,
Excel.
we
Yeah.
didn't have time to learn
I had
it.
my list and you had your list, and then we combined
And then
lists.
we didn't
And
have bags to put the shirts
yeah.
in.
So I got I got a bunch of Kroger bags because I'm like, we're a lot of them we delivered to people's homes or we would meet somewhere.
Right. And I
And
freaked
I'm
out.
like, I have all these Kroger bags that I've saved. And Liam put the kibosh on that.
No, I'm like, I do not want to put our shirts in grocery bags.
not
I don't
like-
want
it's
people
not
to think
like
there
we're
was like
raw
milk
meat
spilled.
in there. or
I didn't
something.
want any residue of potential food or liquid in the bag,
The
so it was
bags were
out.
clean, but Leanne said no. So
No, so we got clean bags, everybody.
yeah, we got clean bags. Let the record show. Leanne was not having any foolishness on this front.
I wasn't.
But we would sit around your dining room table. And I mean, I remember my stress level like really rising because I would say, well, okay, I think I have these out and these numbers are right. And then your list would show something different. And there was just a moment of panic of like, oh my God, what have we done?
So
Um,
we created a great products,
mhm.
but we weren't prepared for the
Yeah, make a
potential
product, but
sales.
don't expect people to buy it.
And then when they do,
Get
panic
real nervous and look for Kroger
and
bags.
don't be prepared. And learn
Yeah,
Excel. That's an
yeah,
important
learn
thing.
Excel. Gosh, so many lessons. So, other things that you should do if you want to know how not to start a business. Hmm. How about don't advertise in a format that you understand or have used before?
That's a really good one.
That was good for us because we created a Facebook page around this time, around the bank time and the city spotlight time.
Right.
And we thought, wouldn't it be great to do a live from the bank video?
We didn't.
Because that's what all the big brands do.
Yeah.
That's what the Gap does. I think that's how they got started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Levi's, they all started out with live from the bank videos.
Sure.
So we bought a
gotta do
really
it.
crappy tripod from Walmart to
Mhm.
put our camera in,
Mm-hmm.
which we decided to unbox and set up there at the bank.
Right.
God forbid you should like set it up beforehand.
Right. And
So yeah, at one point we were in, we're in the lobby, there are customers, and I actually had it between my legs and I was trying to screw this top part on to hold the phone. And that was bumbly. That was awkward. But this was our big live debut. So, I got it set up and we started filming, right? Do you remember how that went?
it was awkward. It was weird. Like, we had never done a live video
No.
before, and we're standing in the middle of the bank. They were so gracious to
Mhm.
allow us to do this
Yeah, they're
spotlight,
really
by the
kind.
way, and they allowed it. So,
But we didn't think about what we were going to say. We didn't have a script. It was going to be live from the bank. So with all that razzle dazzle, I mean, did it matter what we said?
it really didn't.
So we turned the camera on and we stared at it. And then I think you started and you're like, hi, welcome from the bank. And then people would walk in that we would know. So we would wave and talk to them and then restart the camera.
It was weird.
Really
But
professional
fun.
pretty
It was
really
fun.
It was fun.
But it did get some traction, mainly because I think people felt sorry for us, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But so that's another point
Yeah.
is
Don't plan ahead. Just get a tripod from Walmart.
yes,
Set it up for the first time
just do a live
in a
video
public place
and
where
post
people want to
it.
do business
Yeah,
and go for
just
it.
go for it. Okay, so the sixth point of how not to start a business
Mhm.
is prepare to set up for a festival, Hinton Railroad Days,
Thousands of people.
with thousands of
Thousands.
people
Mhm.
and not have a plan.
Great
It
idea.
really
Oh, I
is.
wish I had thought of that.
It's so good.
What could go wrong?
Well, okay, so
Well, actually, we could tell them a few things.
yeah, so here's what not to do is to buy a tent
Right.
and not know how to put it up.
No, make sure it's brand new, has the tags on it, and just tote that thing right with you on the morning
On the morning up,
of the
you
event.
never practice
Uh-huh.
setting up the tent.
Mhm.
That's a real
Yeah.
big flag.
And
of
get it out of the
no.
package and just start wrestling that thing right
Yes.
there in front of everybody.
Yeah, and you're kind of embarrassed too because
Mhm.
people are looking at you like, what?
It was
Really?
embarrassing.
It was
People were
embarrassing.
embarrassed for us, which is why, people stepped in and helped us
Yes.
because we were painful to watch.
And thank you for everybody who helped
Yeah,
that
thanks,
weekend.
guys.
This was the
Mhm.
first Railroad Days since COVID, and it was
Right.
a 4-day festival.
Right.
So
I get tired just thinking about
we're
that
still
day.
tired. We're still tired.
Yeah.
And here's another thought of how not to start a business is not only not preparing for the tent setup,
Mhm.
is for the product setup, putting everything in slick bags and
Yeah.
thinking you can
I
stack
was so
them.
proud of myself. I ordered all of those nice plastic retail bags, folded the shirts, put them in there, had little stickers with the sizes on them. And I thought, yeah, we've got this big folding table. I'll have them stacked in neat piles
Yeah.
by size or by type. And they wouldn't stack. They just kept
They
sliding
slid off the table on the ground. And it was
Very,
pickup setups.
very, yeah.
It was crazy.
Real rookie mistake. So I ended up kind of spreading them out in a fan.
Yeah.
Like on a poker table.
Yeah, like
and
a
then
deck
the
of
rest of them
cards.
were just kind of underneath the table in a big bin.
Right.
So that was confusing because we were digging through the bin for sizes if it wasn't on the table.
Not
And the other
prepared.
thing you should do, don't get extra help. Don't think to yourself, we might need a bathroom break or we might want to eat.
We can do this all ourselves.
No, it's going to be great. We were starving. We had to go to the bathroom for like 2 hours before we finally got to go.
Yeah, it was a long 4 days.
Oh my God.
But I can tell you this, it was amazing.
It was a freaking smash. We sold out of almost everything.
We did. And even though we weren't prepared and all the boxes that we checked off were really no-nos. I mean, it was a success. And
Happy accidents.
yeah. So it was at that point that after Railroad Days that we thought long and hard about where our next move was going to be.
And we finally decided we need a retail shop because we cannot break down and set up that tent ever again in our entire lives.
No,
we need a store.
We need a store and we need to be a little more organized and learn from our mistakes of how not to start a business.
So, that being said, we hope we have given you a lot of useful tips about how to go out and start your own business in totally the wrong way because honestly, it has worked pretty well for us.
It has worked well. We don't recommend it for everybody, but
learn from our mistakes. We're not. And if you can't do that, make products that you love, that mean something to you, and that mean something to the people in the community.
And the sales will follow.
And
the sales will follow. So thank you all for listening to our very first podcast.
I hope you enjoyed our story. We love telling stories like that. And that was really overall there were some stressful moments in there, but mostly the setup has just been a blast. So
It has been.
check back in with us.